And thank you for the opportunity to speak on this bill. I want to commend the work of Fáilte Ireland, but I do want to state just to the people from rural Ireland, some of whom spoke before me, I'm not certain of the benefit of a ramble around your own county listing off B&Bs, so I just don't know how many international tourists tune in here to get their travel advice. I'm sure if they do, it'll be very beneficial to them, but perhaps their time could be better utilised, although that obviously is a matter for themselves. I want to particularly commend Fáilte Ireland on the establishment of the Employer Excellence Programme. The programme, which seeks to support businesses to drive great employee engagement and continuously build the appeal of their workplace, is a very welcome one. It's clear that there are serious issues within the sector in terms of attracting and retaining staff, and this attempt to help the sector reposition itself as an appealing and rewarding place to work in the highly competitive labour market is very welcome. And it does remind me of a campaign run by my own former employer, SIPTU, and other unions, I think, as well, the Fair Hotels campaign. And one of the things that we noticed at the time was that people actually want to stay in places and engage in places and eat in places and drink in places and socialise in places where workers are treated with decency and respect. It's not always about the bottom line for the consumer, although very often it is, and the two should not be put in competition, decent wages competing with affordable experiences. And we know that there are many within the sector who have scoffed at the Employer Excellence Plan, and they're the ones who want to use the employment permit system to hire from outside Ireland, outside the EU, the EEA, Britain and Switzerland. If workers can't be attracted from such a massive pool, then to my mind the problem has to be pay and conditions within the sector. Sinn Féin totally oppose any moves that open up the possibility of an exploitative employment model in the tourism and hospitality industry, which is neither an ethical nor a sustainable solution for the sector. We know from countless pieces of academic research on one hand and WRC data on the other that there are issues in relation to the treatment of workers in the sector. Dr Deirdre Curran of NUIG recently appeared before Oireachtas committees relaying the findings of her research, which outlined that the workers she surveyed, 70% didn't get a Sunday premium, 63% witnessed or experienced bullying, 55% witnessed or experienced harassment, 43% did not have a proper contract of employment, 77% experienced verbal abuse, sometimes or often, 64% experienced psychological abuse, 52% did not get their entitlement to rest breaks. This is backed up by data from the WRC, who tell us in their 2020 report that 24% of hotels, 27% of beverage service activities and 32% of food service activities were found to be in breach of employment rights. Almost €500,000 of unpaid wages was recovered for these categories. Therefore, while we welcome the Employer Excellence Programme, the reality is, and the facts bear it out, what is really needed is trade union recognition, collective bargaining and the rights for trade unions to organise.